Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are doing a quickie discussion. Today's quickie discussion is on Ryan Cash. We see a drawing here of Clyde Cash crying at his brother's grave, swearing vengeance. We start this off with a pro tip, and these are very important, and this is a very important message for you guys to remember. Ryan Cash, like his brother, is not real. He was fabricated to see how Chris would react. The quickie treats him as if he was real because he was real to Chris. It's also funnier that way. If you didn't know that without being told, you're as dumb as Chris, if not dumber. Ryan Cash was born on September 11th, 1996. September 11th is an amazing birthday, by the way, and he's almost the exact same age as me. And he died December 2008. He was a devoted Sonichu fan who committed suicide when Chris announced there would be no more comics released in protest of the Encyclopedia Dramatica page made on him. He was the little brother to the later miscreant leader Clyde Cash and cousin of Vivian G. Following his death, his brother Clyde launched a mission to avenge his death, a mission that teeters between unwavering justice and obsessive vengeance. Ryan's suicide note, quoted below. Dear family and friends, this is my final message to you. I'm going to kill myself after my hero, Christian Weston Chandler, let me down. Sonichu was my hero, and without any more comics, I will never be able to aspire to be just like him, like we all do. I hate Christian for deciding to not make any more comics because he is lazy, and all he does is play stupid video game and not care about anything but himself. He's such a jerk. Goodbye forever. I hope to see you in hell, Chris. Ryan Cash. And that is a very appropriate last message. A sad final farewell. Chris's reaction. Chris was first notified of the death of Ryan in December 18th IRC chat. His reaction at the time was to comment that it was sad and that he would make a video acknowledging the tragedy, as well as considering making a memorial in some form. He also advertised his Sonichu home club because Chris doesn't really care and he can never tell when to do something cringy. He will always ruin the moment. Ryan was mentioned again in another IRC chat. On the 22nd of December, Vivian sent Chris a message from the family saying they hoped he wasn't too affected by it. Chris said that he had an emotional moment for a while because this is affecting Chris more than it is them, but that he had already gotten over it. Well, it's good that you did, Chris. When asked if he had a message to the family, Chris answered, try to move on and live life as peacefully as possible. I'm sure Brian would have wanted his family to be happy as much as possible. I know that God and Jesus, but not the bear conductor, would have told him the same thing from the Bible. Yes, tell them which book these characters are from, Chris. I thought you believed in them. Come on. A full week and a half after he first promised it, Chris finally got around to acknowledging his death in a video. Quick update, 28 December 2008. Wherein he briefly mentioned Ryan in between thanking his fans for helping him win the GameStop sweepstakes. Really? You're gonna put it there when you're bragging about winning a sweepstakes? Come on. And advertising his Sonichu home club more. So you're selling out that guy's death. Way to go. And this is from Sonichu 8, apparently. I don't know if that's going to be mentioned in a second, but let's take a look at that. Also, I'd like to take this moment to remember a Sonichu fan, Mr. Ryan Cash, who committed suicide when I impulsively said that I would stop the update of the comic book series in protest against the trolls on the ED page. I'm sorry, Ryan. Crying face. Dear God, that will definitely help his family. Note that Chris only did the video because he was reminded to do so by Panda Halo earlier in that day in another IRC chat, and he still fucked it up. In yet another IRC chat in January 2009, Vivian read out Ryan's above-quoted suicide note to Chris. Chris merely said that he had already offered his sympathies to the family and left the chat. So he didn't acknowledge it and said, I already said I wish them good luck, and then fucked off. When Clyde later threatened revenge on Chris for killing his brother and his lack of remorse about it, Chris responded with the video Chris's plea to Clyde Cash, in which he told Clyde to find a girlfriend and get over it. Wonderful advice to tell the grieving brother of a suicide victim. In a surprising moment of intelligence, Chris told Casey that he didn't think Ryan's suicide story was true. It is very weird when Chris is self-aware. Like, I don't know why all of a sudden he just breaks the Matrix, but I guess he did that time. Ryan avenged. Unsurprisingly, Clyde didn't take kindly to Chris's insensitive speech, and he embarked on a spree of revenge for several months. For a start, he posed as a Nintendo employee named Greg Mays and hacked Chris's website, Sonichu.net, and brought it down, along with its successor site, Sonichu.info. He also impersonated Shigeru Miyamoto as well, thwarting attempts at creating a Sonichu video game in the Miyamoto saga, and raped and impregnated Chris's sweetheart panda Halo as well, eventually also marrying her and raising their child. Successor trolls like Blue Spike, Jack Thaddeus, and the Man to Pickle Suit all continued Clyde's work afterwards, while Clyde himself seemingly retired from master trolling, feeling Ryan to be adequately avenged, which I don't know how you measure that when it comes to committing suicide over an autistic man's comic book, but I'm glad that he finally got some solace. And that was Ryan Cash. Yet again, I want to remind you that this is just a fictional character, and this is a long line of fictional people that Chris Chan has interacted with. If you want to see more about this, check out my Troll series or my Sweetheart series. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you really like it, share it. If you want to see more, then subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.
I'm addressing this video to Clyde Cash, older brother of Ryan, who sadly committed suicide upon himself when I made the idle threat to stop doing my comics in protest of the Encyclopedia Jamaica page. Clyde, I'm sorry your brother died. Well, it doesn't mean you have to go picking on me for the cause of his death, because I did not do it personally to him, and I did not mean to do it. I'm just an innocent bystander in all this. Even though I probably gave him a reason. I'm sorry. You don't have to do anything mean. I mean, would Clyde, would Ryan want you to go kill? Would Ryan want you to go doing anything stupid as torturing other people, or even go as far as killing them? You don't have to do this. Just live on your life and move on. You'll find yourself a girlfriend, and she'll make you happier than possibly how well Ryan could have done it. You don't have to go off killing people. You don't have to harm anybody, emotionally or physically. Just take some deep breaths, have some time to yourself. Maybe find yourself a counselor at your local church that you can talk to, and hopefully you'll feel better. I mean, I feel for you, man. I mean, I've had people die on me a few times before, and I went to their funerals. But yeah, I did not want to go off torturing or killing anybody in response. I just basically waited out for my sad emotions to eventually fade away. And, I did get better from that. I mean, my dog died. I was sad. I cried for weeks. But yet, I got over it. I saw Patty in my dreams. And she reassured me that she was okay, and that God is taking good care of her. And with that, I was able to move on, live my life a little bit more happier and more luckily. It's been over a year, been over 2 years now since she died. Clyde, you do not have to do anything rash or drastic. Just move on. You'll find a lot of other things that make you about as or greater than happy as you were with Ryan around. Just take it one day at a time, one moment at a time. You'll get over it. Peace, man.
Before the credits roll, I thought I'd give a shout out to my multiple ways of making money. YouTube is starting to slowly sanitize the platform, making it harder for people to make money on edgier content like I do. So I'm reminding you guys that I have a Patreon. The Patreon has plenty of reward tiers, including seeing my podcast early and possibly getting onto the show if I can fit that into the schedule. I have video recommendation tiers that you can try to get into, and if all else fails and my YouTube falls apart, I always have a BitChute account. So remember to check out all these different things in the description below.